What is going on, people inside the internet machine world? Back to this video. Listen, today we are taking a look at a fan favorite, my Xbox 360 collection. All right, so last time I did my Xbox One collection, my small but humble Xbox One collection, that is down below if you want to check that out. In fact, I'll leave it as a clickable link at the end of the video if you want to check out my Xbox One collection. But just like the Xbox One, my 360 does not get a lot of playtime. If it's a multi-plat game, I would definitely get it on the PlayStation 3. And usually how this goes is, oh, that's a game I want on the 360. I'll just grab it, and then I have a tub with my original Xbox and my 360 games in there, and I'll just put it in there. I had the tub out today because I got some games recently, and I thought, man, you know what? I'm going to do a 360 collection, and you guys, you right there in the back with the red shirt on, yeah, I see you. You guys can tell me what games are missing from my collection. Let's start off hot, shall we? The Xbox 360, without getting into techs and specs, right? There's a lot of games for both the PlayStation 3 and both the 360 and the PlayStation 3. But where I think the Xbox 360 is superior is in the shoot 'em up genre. We do not get a lot of shoot 'em up games in the United States. We get them now, right? 8th gen and on, we just sort of get everything and, limited run, and they just play Asia. You just get these games from anywhere and play them. Still in the 7th gen, that was sort of a rarity. It was a little bizarre. So let's start off with Project Sylphied, Arc of Deception. Now, Project Sylphied is a kind of a 3D style shoot 'em up, kind of like a Star Fox or Wing Commander or something like that. But it is still very, very good. And it's still cheap. It's still like 15 bucks. I think I got this one from RetroHeck Raiden 4. I need to swap the case, but you know what? I don't think that I can. Yeah, it's one of those dual disc case. So I need to find a dual disc case that I can swap that out for. But thanks again, RetroHeck. I appreciate it. We got Raiden Fighters Aces. One that was a little bit harder to find. It's a Xbox exclusive. It has Raiden Fighters 2, and Raiden Fighters Jet, which was like Gun Dogs. It wasn't even a Raiden Fighters game. They just changed the name to Raiden in the States. So, it would have some brand recognition. This is one of those like niche shoot 'em up games. This is Automedius Excellent. It's in the Gradius series, done by Konami. Very sort of cutesy shoot 'em up. Not very difficult. You're gonna get through it, but it plays like a Gradius game. You get the power-ups and all that stuff, and you basically spend those tokens to buy your power-ups. This one comes with like a soundtrack, an art book, and like a pillowcase. Man, I wish I would have just bought the regular version and not that version. We have Akai Katana, which is an awesome, awesome game. And what's interesting about this game, Rising Star did this one, is that it is a bullet hell shooter, but it's also like an arcadey style. So it's like firm but fair, you know what I mean? And you do get a limited continue, so you'll be able to blast through that one on your first attempt. And I was showing my daughter this earlier. Akai Katana has a cousin on the 360, and it's Death Smiles. This is the collector's edition. I remember I got this at Warp Zone Games for $30, and I think it's still about $30. But it does come with the soundtrack, which is really, really cool. It comes with the arcade black label version, which they only made 250 of those arcade cabinets in Japan. Then they put it on that disc. And then you remember when stuff used to come with Xbox 360 faceplates? Oh my gosh, look at this. Still in the thing. Xbox 360 faceplates. Isn't that, it's a thing of beauty. You just don't see that kind of stuff anymore. Like, they don't do that in gaming anymore. That's why 7th gen is pretty special. Okay, so here, I have some collector's editions. Again, I don't really have a lot of these. I found these at a Goodwill. They were like 10 or 12 bucks or something a piece. And, there was also the Wii Mario All-Stars collection. So I got all 4 of these, sold the All-Star collection when I think it was like 40, 50 bucks at that time. So it paid for these. So I added these to my collection for free. My friend Tyler was with me, and he was kind of annoyed because I was there checking to make sure all the little parts and pieces were in there. The Halo Wars limited edition with the slipcover. Look at this beefy bastard. Look at that thing, man. There's all kinds of stuff in these things. We got Gears of War 2, the limited edition. Again, I was like $12. I never see these. That one's still, oh no, I was going to say, is that a sticker seal? I even know. I've never even played it. I've never played a Gears game, which is one of my gaming goals for the year, is to play games and franchises. I've never beat one game in the franchise, so Gears is definitely on there. Here's the original Gears of War Steelbook Collector's Edition. Again, what a mammoth. I'm going to open this up. What do we, I don't even know what we have here. Oh, this is a tin. It's not even a Steelbook. Oh my God, there's all kinds of stuff in here. There's a manual. There's, okay, that might be for another time. Anyway, those are some of the collector's editions that I have. So I don't think we can talk about Xbox 360 without talking about what I feel after Halo is probably their best franchise. This is Forza Horizon. Now, Horizon is more of the arcade version, Motorsports more of the simulator version. Thanks to my friend Tyler for hooking me up with this. I got turned on to the Forza Horizon franchise a couple years ago, and I can't put it down. For the last 2 years, the first game I played every year was a Forza game. I played Forza 3 and then Forza 2. And man, I tell you what, this is looking spicy. I want to play Forza 4 and 5, but I haven't played Forza Horizon 1. Not packaged for individual sale. I wonder if that came with a console. But yeah, do yourself a favor. If you collect Xbox on any level, get yourself a Forza Horizon game and get it in your collection. Here's the game that I definitely want to beat. Halo Anniversary. I think this is like a remake of the first Halo game. I've never played the first Halo game. I've never really been a first-person shooter guy. But it's on the 360, I think. And, you know, can pop that in at any time. Lugging out my original Xbox, it's like a chore, you know what I mean? And then that thing chugs along. The Bureau, XCOM Declassified. Again, another game that I've heard is very, very good, but never played. So, you know, we might have, you know what? We might make next year of the Xbox. Here's Gears 3. I think, if I remember correctly, this one actually has, yeah, has the sticker sheet, which is nice. I hear Gears is very good. This is one of the first 360 games I ever played, believe it or not. Battlefield Bad Company 2 Ultimate Edition. I made it a couple levels into that before I put it down. You know, I'm not really first-person shooter guy, but, you know, this one kind of grabbed my attention a little bit. It was fun. World of Outlaws Sprint Cars. Woo! Again, I heard this is a pretty good game. Haven't played. This is one of those games that, like, you remember like a couple years ago when Xbox 360 prices, like COVID prices, went through the roof. This is like one of those games that was like a $30, $40 game. Now I think it's back down to like 10, 15 bucks. Bully, the Scholarship Edition. My daughter and I played that. And it's really fun. You know, she played it a long time ago on the 360. So we kind of did dad-daughter thing and played through, well, we didn't play through the whole game, but we started to play through a little bit of the Bully. Brutal Legend. I can't wait to sink my teeth into this one. Heard nothing but good things about it. So that's cool. One of those RPG games on the 360 that you definitely want to get. Infinite Undiscovery. You know, these only on Xbox. You know, RPGs. You know at some point they're going up, right? Game of Thrones. This is an Atlas title. You know what Atlas titles are. I don't remember if this is like, no, because it would say Telltale. I think there's a Telltale game that's a Game of Thrones. I've never watched Game of Thrones. Can you believe that? Tell me what a bad person I am for not watching Game of Thrones. I just never got around to it. The Walking Dead Survival Instincts. I did play through this one on PS3, I believe. You know, these Walking Dead games are kind of fun. Oh, no, I played through the Telltale game. This is the one where you play sort of more as like Daryl. Dynasty Warriors 6 needs a case replacement. We'll make that happen before we put it back in the box. Apache Air Assault. This is another one of those games that was expensive for about 5 minutes. And then I'm keeping this one, man. I don't even know if I'll ever play it. Medal of Honor Warfighter Limited Edition. But you get, listen to what this includes. Like this is one of those games where it's like you go to your game store and it's like $5 or $6. They don't price it differently than any of the other games. But it includes access to the exclusive Battlefield 4 beta, the US SEAL Sniper Unlock, and the Zero Dark 30 map pack. And you can use special forces from all of those countries. That's crazy. I think that's a tremendous amount of value. As promised, won't keep you too long tonight. This is the last stack of games. I just picked this up like 3 days ago. Remember me on a lot of people's hidden gems action game where it's like you're putting memories together or trying to restore someone's memories. Pretty interesting, but people like it. So, you know, I got it pretty cheap and can't wait to give it a try. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Who doesn't love Capcom? You loved them on the Nintendo, now you love them on the 360. Back to the Future. This is the Telltale game. So, yeah, that's not bad. I forgot where I picked that up at. Dark. One of those sort of niche titles not a lot of people talk about. I don't know if it's rare. Probably a little uncommon just because I don't ever see this game. What did I pay for it? I paid $15 for this game almost a year ago. Oh, this is the game. If you're going to have one game out of my collection that you don't have in your collection that you want to get, make it Nier. It's a multi-plat game. They released the Japanese version, which is called Nier Replicant. On the PS4, it's also very good, and it has an extra ending. This has 4 endings. That one has 5. But yeah, I love Nier. I've played through that. I platinumed Replicant. I played through this one a couple times. Next year, I'll play through the PS3 version. Another sort of Xbox 360 exclusive Atlas title, Cursed Crusade, another 3D action beat-em-up game. You know, you level up, you get different weapons. You know how those type of games go. Got this in a lot of games not too long ago. I want to say last summer. The Simpsons game. Nice and complete. So I added this one to my collection. I have the one on PS2 that comes with a poster. So I don't know if it's the exact same game. And then I have the one on the Wii, which I put in my trade bin since I won't need it anymore, since I have the 360 version. El Shaddadi. Another awesome kind of niche game on the 360 that makes a lot of hidden gems. And it looks really good. I kind of like the art style on that. Boom. You zoom in on that. Yeah, so very excited to have that one in. I don't know, probably my, I don't know if it's the rarest 360 game, but it is a Lollipop Chainsaw. Now, I do believe that this is going to be better on the 360. The PS3 version, as I have discovered, I got rid of my PS3 version because you need to download an update. So it's like the game won't run past like the second or third cutscene if you're not using PS3 operating software version, blah, 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 blah. I'm hoping this just loads right from the disc and we don't have that problem. The 7th generation is an amazing generation, but it's not without its faults. All the, you know, online DLCs that you had to buy, all the updates, you know, you had consoles with storage capacities and you had crap like that where your game doesn't play if it doesn't get the update, and they really just want you to update so they can give you the, you know, the updated online version of the store or something like that. But anyway, guys, that is my 360 collection. Let me know what games I'm missing. I like shoot 'em ups, I like 3D action games, and I like arcade racing games. Like I said, leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share on social media. Don't forget to bang that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of your CM Retro gaming goodness, guys. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you on the next one.